Hey guys, another reel review coming up here, and this one I'm super excited about. iCast just happened. This is like me being a kid in a candy store, and this reel, the reason I'm so excited about this reel is because about 5 years ago, I think it was about 5 years ago, I was handed my very first Nasci to field test. And the Nasci spinning reel from Shimano, I brought it to Alaska. I mean, if you're gonna beat it up, you bring it where there's a lot of fish. And I fished it with 20-pound Max Quattro Power Pro, 16-pound fluoro leaders, and we were catching pinks and sockeye salmon. For 2 days, we put over 200 fish in the boat on the Kenai River, brought it back home, was throwing jerk baits for Chinook salmon, and I still have that reel in my lineup. The really cool part about that was the first time that Shimano started introducing their Hagane gear into their lower end spinning reels. And that's that cold forged aluminum drive gear. And it made a massive difference. So with this one, I'm going to introduce you to the brand new Nasci. And you want to talk about a good looking redesign? This reel looks incredible. The last one was blue, navy blue and gold and chrome. And this one looks like $1 million and feels like $1 million. So this is a Nasci 3000, but I want to run you through all the features because there is a lot of tech in this little $99 reel that you want to know about. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Hagane gear, that cold forged aluminum drive gear. It is also in this version of the Hagane of the Nasci FC. So that is their next generation, perfectly done Hagane gear. So cold forged aluminum, one-shot stamped drive gear. It's also got the G-free body design where they brought the weight up above the handle to make it balance better in your hand, because as the weight gets closer to your hand on the rod, it just makes things reeling easier, makes a bunch of stuff easier. The really impressive part, and this is a trickle down, is it's also got silent drive. So silent drive is when Shimano takes all the tolerances between the gears, so drive gear, pinion gear, all that stuff, and makes them tighter and quieter. So when you spin this reel, there's no whirring sound. The only thing you can really hear is the rotor going around. So that's got that. It's also got X-Ship. X-Ship has been around for a number of years. I remember first seeing it in Stella, oh God, had to be 12 years ago. And that is a double bearing supported pinion gear. And what that gives you is winding power. So it keeps the gears aligned when they're under load. It doesn't let the pinion gear get off of the drive gear when you're cranking hard on something. And it really adds to gear longevity. It's the typical Shimano thing. They're looking to build a reel that's going to last a long time and fish the way it is new in several years from now. So that is X-Ship in this reel as well. Core Protect. So it's got a water treatment that's going to stop water from penetrating certain areas. It's also got a water-resistant drag. So when you open the drag cap, you'll see it's got a rubber gasket on it, water-resistant drag. So also good if you're going to be using this reel for inshore saltwater, stuff like that. And for the bigger reels, the one size that's biggest is a 5000, also comes with a cross carbon drag. So let's go through the sizes and the specs. This little reel is going to be available from a 500, 1000, 2500, C3000, 4000, and C5000. Now when you hear me use the word C, or the letter C, in both the 3000 and the 5000, that just means that it's the same size body with a deeper cut spool on the bigger size. So for example, this is a C3000 I've got in my hand. The 2500 is the exact same body and rotor. The spool is cut deeper on the 3000. So it has more line capacity. And I believe it's probably around that 40 yards of 8-pound test extra over the 2500. Same thing for the 5000. It is the same body as the 4000. It's just got a deeper cut spool for more line capacity. But in this case, the 5000 also comes with the cross carbon drag. When we talk about drag pressures and performances, the felt drag has been used in Shimano's forever. It's still used in most of the high-end reels from the 2500 size and down because of its smoothness. And this is no exception. 7 pounds of drag in both the 500 and the 1000 size, 20 pounds of drag in the 2500 and 3000 size, and 24 pounds of drag in the 4000 and 5000 size. So lots of stopping power. So whether it's, inshore, redfish, snook, stuff like that, largemouth bass, walleye, pike fishing, carp, you name it, the Nasci is going to have a home. And for the ice fishermen, I've been using the 500 size for panfish for a number of years. Awesome little reel for doing just that. Other things to talk about. 5+1 bearings in this reel as well. So that's going to add to a lot of smoothness. You can see it, guys, when I'm spinning this thing. It just keeps going and going and going. So really, really good redesign. And the last thing is inches of line per handle turn. If you're a guy looking for speed, the 2500 and 3000, 36 inches of line per handle turn. 4000 and 5000 are going to be pushing that 39 inches per handle turn. When you get to the 1000 and obviously the 500, a lot smaller spool diameter, a lot lower gear ratio, a lot less inches of line, like 26 and under. So that is the breakdown, guys. This is a $99 US dollar reel from Shimano. This is the new Nasci FC, third generation of the Nasci. It is an absolute winner. I mean, even line keeper or line tag keeper on it. I mean, really, really impressive design. And I'm excited because the last gen was not as stacked as this one was for features, and it fished phenomenally. I had no problems picking that reel up, whether I was in a tournament or shooting a show or doing anything. So I'm excited about this one. You might want to check it out. Guys, if you could do me a favor, click subscribe. It'll give you all the notifications on my YouTube page when I do a new reel review or rod review or gear review. We do a ton of them every year. We love talking gear. This is my favorite time of year. It was ICAST season, so there you have it, guys. The new Shimano Nasci, new for 2021, released at ICAST this year. Go check it out. They should be hitting the stores this fall.